Hello everyone and welcome to Alan Wake, the weird kind of thrillery horror thing from 2012. And it's an interesting game because it kind of came a little bit too late for itself.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear.
Stephen King also once wrote about a killer Buick and other such things.
And it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Oh yeah, and let's remember, every time someone goes, oh, Stephen King is so deep and so prolific, let's not forget the Langoliers.
I had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the
He did. Although I do have to point out that, of course he did. You hit him quite hard. Your car is fucked. But it also kind of wasn't your fault.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Cool.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
No. I'm gonna have to turn the sensitivity down. Your graphics controls. Let's go with that. Yeah, that's a lot more human. It's still a little bit, maybe too, I don't know. One of the interesting things about this game is that it's over the shoulder, but it's over the left shoulder. Usually it's right, isn't it?
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder?
Not really.
You're God. You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
Ooh, cool.
It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish it.
Nothing weird there. That's too bad.
I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your story's already good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work. You missed your deadline. Damn. You can't stop me.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
probably not that uncommon, to be honest. Like, probably a lot of people die at the quote-unquote hands of their own creation. I don't know, I think that the question would then be, like, is it more profound, more meaningful to die at the hands of your own creation, or is it possibly less so? I mean, the end result is the same, you are still going to be dead.
Trapped. There was no way out.
Fair enough. So, stuff. Conspiracy and Fate, I think that reads. Tom the Poet.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Will you use the door? Come now. Use the door like an actual real person. Oh, there we go.
Follow the light.
Cool, so the light.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand? No. Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now. In the nightmare,
Cool, but now I've got a gun.
darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna
Right. So, as you can probably tell, the themes of this game are light and dark. And like, okay, so the combat features quite heavily in the game. Um, Even though it's actually
Just like
quite simplistic, as it were. I mean, the combat mainly revolves around, yes, of course, firearms, but like the crux of the combat is still the flashlight and using the flashlight to burn away the darkness.
I can keep this up forever.
There's a banner ad there for an Alan Wake book called The Sudden Stop. So of course the protagonist of the game is called Alan Wake, who is a Stephen King-esque kind of horror thriller writer. So it's very much like a story of an author kind of exploring themselves in a way. Rather than an author exploring themselves. But it does have very nice cinematic cutscenes though, which is very nice.
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up,
Face is a
handsome.
little
We're
bit
here.
mashed potato, isn't it? There's something wrong with the area of the eyes. So, welcome to Bright Falls.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough.
Uh,
You can trust me to be
Alan's a bit rude, isn't he?
not a hard man to track
Also,
down if you change your mind.
yeah, let's keep in mind that the old bloke here is, like, his last name is Maine. Isn't Maine like where about, I don't know, 365% of Stephen King stories, you know, are located?
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it got your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just
A hunting
slowly-
rifle,
Okay, Al.
and
I'll call
is
back
that an
later to make
over-under?
sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
It looks like a
You know
weird,
he's going to be calling you
like-
every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can
it's an
always turn-
over-under, but the
What did I tell you?
the part where the breakaway
Text
action
message
is,
from
it
Barry.
kind of looks
Which
like
side
it
are you
might be a
to?
double barrel when you look from the side.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Mm.
I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to
If
hear
you are
that.
my biggest fan,
Rose.
would you like to
I'm looking
sit
for Mr.
on
Stuckey.
my
Carl Stuckey?
dick?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
Hmm.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Alan Wake, The Sudden Stop.
Right.
Try
so
the
much
coffee.
for quiet vacation.
Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
wanna die.
to get the key and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Oh no, someone is overeager. Oh no.
Hello?
How dare someone be a fan of Alan Wake?
Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Right, well,
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
are you a witch? Or are you just an Italian grandmother? It's the same thing.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I know I can.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Hello there.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
But oh my, didn't we get the keys? I mean, we got the normal keys, didn't we? That was a normal interaction, wasn't it?
We're
Wasn't
supposed
it?
to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know.
Like, it is fairly nice,
Alice
but
had
on the
phobia.
other
Fear of
hand,
darkness. I wanted
not
to make
sure
sure
about the
we were
fucking
inside
bridge
with the
though.
lights on before sunset.
You know, I mean, fair enough. It's a nice enough little, like, you know, nice enough little island or isle or whatever. But you know, would a backup fucking boat be too much to ask? Like just a little rowboat, something to cross over if the bridge fails.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside. Come on.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before. Hello? Anyone here?
Ooh, a coffee thermos. Why would there be anyone here? I mean, why are you shouting, is anyone here?
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less, but we'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phone. Caller, you're on PBFF.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello.
I bet you could get some fish off of that.
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? Favorite writer.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
Oh. I was going to examine it,
It was
but
a beautiful
yeah.
place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. It's been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Cool. Where the fuck am I? There we are.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Mm-hmm. Ah,
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
oh.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small
It's a
confession to
it's
make.
a working
I thought I'd
vacation.
leave it right here that a change of scenery would get you past.
Damn, Alice, everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice!
Ooh.
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming!
Oh no, evil birds. Shit.
What the hell?
Let's set them on fire with the light. Yeah. Get it. I've not really I've never understood why birds are scary. It's like birds and forests are two things that tend to feature in like horror movies, especially American ones.
Oh no!
And that's when he hit his head on a rock and died. Or went to a coma.
Keep going.
Into a coma. Out of a coma.
Alice?
Sideways.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Cool. We're somehow at the car now.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Well, I mean, it was, you know,
The gas
a
station
little
was
bit
my best
uncool.
bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
It was pretty uncool of Alan's wife to just spring that on him. But I don't know, like, on the other hand, maybe if he's been really, really bullheaded about it, then maybe. I still don't think it's okay, though.
Hello?
something like that. Just, you know.
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
I have found manuscript pages. I can access them. I'm not going to access them though.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
I also have on a jacket with leather fucking elbow patches. But then to bring myself back into...
Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Why doesn't anyone have a cell phone? Whoop 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 whoop. Trespassing boner.
Anybody there? Please.
Whoop.
I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. And square.
It's certainly some very scary dialogue. Oh, I got hit by logs. Yes, those are some very scary terms for renting a cabin.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Just because you acknowledge that you're referencing something doesn't make it okay. Also, Energizer.
During your trying, it's the latest.
Yes.
In
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello? Hello?
One stone.
This is bad.
Ooh. Welcome to another Stephen King story. Something that's not really scary is now, you know, animated and not scary. An inanimate fucking object has become somehow alive. Ow! Come.
My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Ooh, a flare gun.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Oh, I think there's a manuscript page. How lovely. And yes, the deal with the manuscript pages is they tell the story of Alan Wake as he ponders, like, well, as he goes through this story, the story is also being told, which is, I don't know, it's kind of like hiding your entire like screenplay in
When I
a
saw the river
Starbucks.
below, something
Oh, whoopsie. I have jumped off.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
So when you find a river, you have a profound awakening to the fact that you need to cross it. Right. Yeah, sure, why not? The one thing I will say though is that the over the left shoulder thing does seem to make it a little bit more awkward.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Yeah, but in addition to that, Stucky's just giving you like tips on where to go locally.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Hmm. Oh, a shotgun. Cool. And yeah, it is either the very same or a very similar over-under shotgun than the one that was on the ferry.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night I had. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you
So of course you've got basically 3 kinds of collectibles in the game, because you have to have collectibles in a game. And those collectibles are, of course, the manuscript pages, which actually do give more story content if that's actually what you're into in this, which, you know, maybe you are. I certainly am not really that bothered with them. And then there's the coffee thermoses, which is... Hello, thermos.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Okay, how about we just, like... Go with that, because I can't really be bothered. Yeah. Safe haven over yonder. Cool, we can go here for even more crap that we don't really need. Oh no, I'm being pursued by shadowy figures. Oh dear, what will I do? I don't know, maybe I'll use the equivalent of a fucking grenade launcher in this game. That doesn't seem safe.
Can be dangerous. It requires patience.
And there we go. Oh, one of them didn't die. But did get the fucking... Resident Evil strats of just let's get close to the fucker and shoot him with a shotgun.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive. I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
I recognized the narration.
After the
It was
insanity
my
I
own
just
voice.
experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
So, we've reached the gas station, and this is where I'm going to end for now. If you want to see more of this, you know, leave a comment, like something, and if you've got any suggestions for what I should do instead or after this, you know, drop a comment and suggest something. Alright, yeah. For now, goodbye.